When it comes to saving, well, there's so many ways to do it. And how do you know you're using the right products? Well, our friends at Cyprus Credit Union know it best. Want to bring in Dave Sant. Dave, it's been a while. It's good to see you.
Hey, it's great to see you as well.
Hey, welcome to the show. Okay, let's talk, Dave. When it comes to saving money, you don't want to just throw your money in an account. You want to really do it strategically.
Yeah, I think everybody talks about wanting to save, but if you're able to align the savings product with your savings goal, you're going to see your money grow a lot faster and you're going to see your savings working a lot more for you.
Yeah, so I think one of the big questions we probably have to ask is, what is the money for, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing you want to start with. You want to think, what do I need this for? How much am I going to need? And that's going to help you to see how much time you can invest it into a savings account, how quickly you need to accrue it. That's really going to define your overall savings strategy.
Okay, good to know. Now, what about having access to that money? Because I know I have some in accounts where it's like a no touch zone, then others where I could, grab it if I needed it.
And that's the first big thing to think of, because while there are actually a lot of different savings accounts out there, right? You've got your standard savings account, you've got your money market accounts, which give you the same access as a savings account, but you're going to get a higher interest rate as you have higher balances. And then you also have certificates and other investment tools, like I think what you were just alluding to, where it gets locked up. So if you really know when you need access to the money, if you know you're going to need access at a moment's notice, you're probably going to want to look at a savings account or a money market. If you know that, this is saving up for a remodel or school or something that we're going to do, and a set time frame, well, then it's a good idea to look into certificates and lock it up for 5 years or 3 years or however long you can, because that's going to give you your highest interest rates on your savings products.
Yes, exactly. And then you probably want to have a timeline for when you want to save the money by.
Yeah, and that's going to help you identify those terms, right? Because then you'll be able to get, again, within certificates, if you need it in 6 months, you can get a 6-month certificate, but you're going to get much higher returns if you're able to invest it longer. So if you know you won't need it for 5 years, opening a 5-year certificate is going to be so much better for you, because that's going to give you the higher interest rate. However, if you think you don't need it for 5 years, you end up needing it for 3 years, that could really bite you, because then you're going to have to pay a fee in order to access that money early. And you could actually take away from some of the interest you would accrue had you picked a different product.
And what about the fees?
Yeah, you always want to watch for the fees, because a lot of times there can be products and it might seem like it's too good to be true. You always want to look at the fine print, because you might have a product that looks really good, but then you look and see, well, there is an annual fee, or there's minimum balance fees. There's certain things you want to look at and really make sure that that offer that's too good to be true with the interest rate, that's not being offset by having to pay certain amounts of fees.
Exactly. And there's so much information to know. So the best thing is probably just call you guys, right?
Yeah. That's a great thing about credit unions, is that we really don't have many fees. So our savings accounts, all the ones I talked about today, they're totally free.
Awesome. And if they want more information?
Go to cyprusu.com. We've got a blog and other great resources.
Awesome. Dave, good to see you.
Okay, great to see you.